Just say it again.
Ndeka ndeka, hit called me tango deka. He told me ti mwana ukagule nchito. Oh ndeka ndeka, he told me tango deka. Ines nlegeleza, I'll go, go. Open your heart, akulandira. Then your heart will be heartless.
Well, some good music playing in the background coming through from Isaac Malawi, taken from his recently dropped album, one titled Being Isaac. And of course, I did have a conversation with him not too long ago talking about the very same project. This one, he did it together with one Nathaniel Chalu Chalu. It's titled Go Go. Actually, some beautiful music coming through inside today's edition of What's Up here on Times Radio. I go by the name Yankho Seunda. Very excited to be back. How you doing, young people? It's good to be back. It's good to be alive. It's good to chill with you guys, and also very, 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 very good to be back on a weekly basis with different individuals that will get to have you inspired. And talking about inspiration, we are taking you all the way to the northern part of the country in Zuzu, to be more precise. And I have a very good friend of mine. You're going to be, oh my God, all happy after listening to the conversation that I'll have with this particular person. Goes by the name Kris BASE. Now, if you're a fashion lover, you are in the fashion industry, you have seen lots of celebrities wearing hoodies. Then the plug behind that is Christopher. He has joined us to have a conversation with him. We need to understand, how did the journey start? 2016 is a long time coming, and being that consistent till right now is still building. I'm so interested to learn more. But how are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing great. I'm blessed, brother. How are you?
We just had to take it to a different level. I mean, you have traveled a very long distance just to be a part of this, but I'm all right. How is Nzuzu?
Nzuzu is chilled. It's great. Yeah. Low key as always. Yeah.
I remember having a conversation with you prior to us starting this program. You were like, okay, you know what? There used to be a time back in the day I would come to Blanta perhaps a couple times in the year. This time around is only like 3 times in a year because
maximum.
And say Osulbo.
Yeah, so Osulbo. Like, of course, it's for a great cause because there's a lot of diversions. They're fixing the road all the way from Zuzu to Lilongwe.
Okay.
So there's a lot of diversions and it's very rocky. So you can travel 2-3 times in a year.
I remember this other time. I think it must have been a couple months ago. I was going Kujin. Which place did you call this one? Past Lilongwe. Linde, yeah. Sure. So I was heading to that particular place. And past Lilongwe, I realized, hey, so what would you want to tell you? Oh my God. It is really bad.
Yeah.
And at a point, you just couldn't go back. You're just like, okay, you know what? I need to move. But I know that business has brought you to Blanta. Yes. I'm very happy because of that.
Yes.
Let's get to understand who you are. What's your name?
Okay. I'm Christopher Base Ngalu.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, that's my name.
Where's the base coming from?
Okay, the base is for the brand, right?
Okay.
So it's an acronym.
All right.
It stands for Bold Africans Striving for Excellence.
Bold Africans striving
for excellence.
How did you come up with that?
I think it's my ancestors. I probably dreamt of it or something like that because I can't really put a timestamp on when I came up with it, but the base came first. Then I had to put a meaning behind the B, A, S, and E. It wasn't an acronym at first. Okay, so in my background, I used to...
I want you to move a little bit back so that we avoid the pops. Yeah, sure. I'll capture you from there.
All right, so what happened was I started with music. I used to do a lot of music production.
Yo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But I was very young at that time. So, yeah. So we had this record label just from the hood, you know. We used to call it Mike Base.
Okay.
The bass for that time was for, as in, a bass.
Yeah, sure. Like,
the actual bass, right?
We got a place here, we record music, so we're going to call it a bass.
It was a bass, right? So, me growing up, then falling a little out of love with the music, I started doing the fashion stuff.
Okay.
But I liked the bass name.
But before we get to you falling in love with the fashion stuff, you said you fall out of love with music.
Yeah.
Why? What happened? Progress wasn't happening.
Maybe a lot of discouragements, you know. People will be telling you, I can't go anywhere with music in Malawi, whatever. So I guess sometimes those things will get to your head. Yeah, but also timing with school and stuff. So at that time, I just felt like the passion was dying down. Now, of course, I still have the passion for the music and stuff. Like, I have a lot of artist friends that I even work with till now.
Yeah.
A lot of them even, they send me their music before they release it. They'll be asking me for my opinion. Even most of these even big artists and stuff.
Yeah.
So I still have the ear for the music, but I think the passion to be actively still working on it kind of.
What were you into? Were you into hip hop?
Hip hop and Afro house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I really love house music.
All right. But anyways, music never worked, coincided with school in one way or the other. But then you were like, okay, you know what? I gotta go fashion. What inspired that trajectory?
I think from a young age, I think I took it from my mother. She has a distinct style. When you look at maybe 5 of her pictures, you tell that this lady has a style.
Okay.
She sticks to a certain style. So I think she was translating her style onto me from a young age. I remember going to primary school. It always used to be so awkward when I'm there. Like, I used to be overly dressed always as a child. Like, people would be actually even almost like laughing at me, like, why are you dressed like this? Like, my mother would not let me leave the house without wearing maybe a waistcoat or what. Like, God. She was very extra with it.
Yeah.
So I think I kind of like fell in love with dressing up from that time. So I think growing up, the love for fashion just was just in me. I couldn't like shake it off. So,
but there is always a difference between, you know what, showing up in places looking all kinds of good and actually making a realization, you know, much as I love this, I gotta do something about this situation. Like, I need to get into making these type of things.
Yeah, because what happened really was, when I was looking around, I couldn't see African clothing that was different and as appealing as what I wanted. I wanted something that looked African, but it's still up to the same standard as the other clothes which you see from, for example, Italy and Europe and stuff. So I couldn't really find it. So that it's original, but at the same time, it shouldn't just be maybe, for example, Chitenje inspired. Because for most African clothing, for people to say that this is African, it has to be Chitenje inspired.
Yeah.
So, and at the same time as well, for example, if you wear something which is African, they shouldn't ask you, like things like that. You get so
it shouldn't be that
it has
obvious,
to be. It has to strike a good balance. But still, when you look at it, you're like, this is African stuff. So I couldn't find it. So I just had to start making those clothes. So I tried to find my design language. I was experimenting. I tried to make those clothes. So when I wear them, people would be like, where did you get that? I'd be like, I made it. I'll sell 1, sell 2. Then a business was born just like that.
And talking about your design language, how long ago was that? And at what point in time did you realize, okay, you know what, people have asked me way too many questions. Now I need to get into this business. I just can't be the only one looking all kinds of good.
Okay. Officially as a business, like studying it as a business, it was like in 2016.
Yeah.
But I think around 2013, I was very young that time. I was approached by someone. They were doing what we call Zuzu Fashion Week. They were putting together a show. So seeing me, I was posting some of the clothes that I was making. When people were asking me, maybe I'll sell it to someone or post it. They're like, can you participate in this show?
Yeah.
So I think from that time, that's when the business really started.
But then you had done it for a couple of years prior to that.
Yeah. Even the funny thing is, even during the time that I was doing the music, I was designing maybe T-shirts and stuff for the crew. That's when I started maybe getting used to, because my design language involves multi kind of artistic directions, because I don't just like tailor it. I have to maybe embroider it, I have to design it, I have to draw something. So I think I took that from even that back then when I was working with computers a lot, like with the music stuff. So I would also maybe design the covers for whatever we're working on. So that skill translated into me finding my design language.
So nobody told you how to do this?
Not really. Of course, I went to school later on, but I was already
Like a
doing
tailoring
it.
school?
No, for the clothing stuff, no. But for the graphics, I went to school.
Yeah, but clothing, which you okay?
Yeah,
now I'm at a loss of words. How do you make these clothes? Like, is there another person doing the tailoring thingy?
Of course, I tailor myself. I also have a crew because the orders will get hectic, so I can't do everything on my own.
Yeah.
So I do have I have about 3 people at my workshop.
Yeah.
But I do all the designs and stuff. And
But you tailor yourself?
Of course.
Now, how did you learn how to do that?
YouTube. Literally.
So Zuzu Fashion Week comes in knocking 2016. They're like, okay, you know what, Christopher Base, we need you to show up at this place. How was that like? Do you remember the experience?
It was amazing. I headlined it, even though it was my first time. I closed the show.
Oh my
but
God.
It was amazing. I
bet it made you feel so good and quite inspired as well to do more with your craft. But then let's talk about the journey after that, because many are the people that get that type of exposure, and then eventually you see them not going anywhere. That happened with you in regards to music as well. At the time you were just like, okay, people would come through and have you discouraged. No, I don't think you're going anywhere with it. Much as you had, established some sort of a connection with the other musical, individuals. But this time around, like, what kept you going? What was with the consistency?
I think the fact that I really love making clothes, and it's a huge part of my lifestyle. So I think the fact that I loved doing that, it didn't feel like a job, and even if maybe I don't sell, or even if people don't support it, it's something that I would still do. So just I fell in love with the process of doing this. And also the same 2016 I went to school to study the graphics part. So the graphics and the fashion stuff, with me, it goes hand in hand. So where I was in South Africa, and where I was staying, it's a place called Braamfontein. It's like an art district. It's a place where if you need inspiration, you have it. A lot of people, most of these artists, they always hang around. Most of the big artists from South Africa. So when I was there, the inspiration was too much. People there are very fashionable and stuff. So I kept on making clothes and trying to show up at the shows and stuff. So it was very motivating, and being there also played a huge part in me still staying consistent and keep on working, because it was it was a fun process. It was challenging. Met good friends that interacted with, and so we all kept on pushing the same dream and working together. We make clothes, we shoot. You have photographer friends, videographer friends. It was very great.
All right. We're going to talk about art as a business in the course of the program, of course. But in case you're just tuning in, this is What's Up. We have him Base from Zuzu joining us inside today's edition of the program. This one is to Isaac Malawi. This one is tied to the Your Mind. Did this one with Bass Cube. Do you know who Bass Cube is?
Definitely.
You do?
I know Bass Cube.
Okay. I want you to listen to this one.
Ndikuziwa ndiwe fana wofaya. Let me show them African beauty like Water Maya. Chihondi chako nagwelamo ngati dimpo. Ndindikakuona chimwemwe kungosasasaya. Baby girl, I miss you. You the one I'm into. They can talk a lot but they don't know what we have been through. You always on my mind, I think you're messing with my mental. They know that I'm your man, so I'm just trying to keep it gentle. Ndikutsokoza chikondi umandibasa. Spice ngati raja. Kanchere pang'ono chifukwa umandiwaza. Ndipo ndiwe yaza. Zote ndiwe wanga amaziwa ngati pasta. Tabwela ndikuonele pafupi. Your middle name is RS, cause baby you a cutie. Too fly, ukufunika parashuti. Chipasua magaya masaka ntuzi.
si bonse aliwachikondi ngalewe ndine ambiri akulira enanatawidwa enakutayidwa enakusalidwa nso.
Well, still from the album titled Being Isaac, teaming up with Bass Cube. This one is titled You Are Mine. Let's digress a little bit. You said you were into music. Now, after listening to this song, what do you make of the song?
It's really great.
It's really?
It's really good.
Is it because you like Bass Cube? And you're trying to be nice with it?
that of course, but also like what I really appreciate about this artist that you just played.
Yeah.
I don't know him before.
Yeah.
I've just known him now. Right?
Yeah. Oh, you have? I have more of his music. I'll keep on playing it.
Please. He's really good. I really appreciate people that take the sonics seriously because that instrument is really good.
Yeah.
So before everything else, the time that it took to create that, it sounds very live.
Yeah.
And,
they did
I
take
really
their
like
time.
it. Yeah, like the sonics are serious.
Oh my God.
It's not one of those the way you just take your computer, play a few instruments in there, and that's it. Nah, those are serious sonics.
Let me tell you how I got to meet the kid. Not too long ago at Morelli's hotel, there was a listening session. Yeah, I'm a Luther Mambala. I think he's working on an album about to drop in August. So I showed up for that as well. He was one of the guys also performing at the space. So after he had performed on stage, I was just like, oh, guy,
Wow.
I really like what you're doing with music right there.
Great.
So we met on the sidelines, and he told me, oh, I got an album out. What is it called? Being Isaac, you need to check me out on YouTube. And after that, I listened to his album. I was just like, oh my God, we didn't know. Like, I didn't even know that we did have such type of musicians in Malawi.
I didn't know too. Like those sonics and the voice, it complements each other.
Yeah.
Because that voice, it needs to be done justice because he's a really good vocalist.
Yeah, he surely
so,
is.
This is what we call music. The whole thing together packaged.
Yo.
That is music.
There you have
Shout
it.
out to the producer too.
Oh yeah,
because that is amazing.
Yeah, it surely is. There you have it, Isaac Malawi. Bass thinks you good. But back to our conversation. Let's discuss art as a business. I mean, that is one thing that a lot of young entrepreneurs tend to strive with and struggle with. How is that like? Like, how do you get to make it to a point where you've marketed your best, not as best as in your company, but then you've marketed what you're doing for people to get to know you and do liable business?
I think first of all, you need to take time to perfect your craft first.
Yeah.
Because to market it, it needs to be good. So first of all, take time to perfect your craft, put in the work, and after that, take advantage of these platforms that we have now. Back then, it wasn't as easy for those people as it is for us now. For example, those guys, the people,
social media.
Yeah, those guys that were pushing maybe things like the Kalidoweas and stuff. You had to see it maybe in a music video or what. But for now, we have all these independent platforms. For example, the TikToks and the like. So also take advantage of those. The sponsored ads, you need to invest. So from then, you also need to build networks. Go out there, like for example, whether social media or in life, for example, as you say, how you made Isaac, it was through a listening session and stuff. You went out, so you need to go out there and meet people, network. So, and also don't get discouraged, because a lot of artists get discouraged from things like social media. Maybe I only got 2 likes. You never know who those 2 likes are coming from. It might be someone really important. So keep on posting your work. A lot of people are very insecure about their work. Don't be insecure with your journey. Like keep on posting, keep on showing people.
Along the way, have you ever stumbled upon such type of a realization there where you self-doubt?
Of course, yeah.
What happened, and how did you get past that?
I think doing art in Malawi is pretty difficult. A lot of people are not expressive. So if you're expressive and putting yourself out there, it means you're putting yourself out there for like scrutiny and stuff.
Yeah.
For example, at some point last year, I released a collection of like shirts, which I recycled from like curtains and stuff. When I posted it on Twitter, I got some backlash here and there. I'm like, this is the future. If you go out there in the world, this is what people are pushing towards. This is sustainability, where You don't have to just leave some of your old fabrics in the house like that. You can recycle it and create pants. You create a jacket from your old curtains and stuff. And this is the future. That's what people are looking towards to.
Yeah.
But when I posted it, people had some backlash. I'm like, yeah. But I kept on going.
So in such moments, do you feel compelled to like back yourself up?
Sometimes, but most times I don't.
Why? Now you have the now you have the platform. I know that the post was made last year, but now you have the platform for relatively an hour. Let's go back at let's do it. Let's okay.
Yeah.
Why?
And the funny part was, after like maybe a month or two, I saw a collection from Nike with almost the same direction.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, so the future is really in Africa, I can see. So like to the people that discourage people from that way, I think just take time to research. And it's not good to hate on people that are trying to make a difference. I think look at it from that angle constructively, you know. So things like sustainability and eco-friendly decisions are a real thing. So I think we're still backwards, but we can always learn.
Discussing building networks, I've seen that you have done that a lot with a number of celebrities in the country. Your brand has been showcased through artists ranging from Yankho, Seunda. You want to mention more?
Physics, Zani Chalet, Eli Njuchi. Yeah, most of those.
How does that feel, and how do you get to such type of heights as well? And I'm also interested in the type of conversations that you had with these people. Like, what exact things were you telling each other, you know, prior to them representing your brand in places?
Okay, so mostly it's very organic. I haven't really reached out to most of them. They reached out to me. I think they just loved what I do. Maybe just an appreciation of art. I see when they see something unique. You know, celebrities always want to look the flyest, the best. You know, so they always reach out and we talk. And since I've got that love for music, I always know how to put a soundtrack, how to put a visual to the soundtrack of their music, you know. So it's always great. Like it's very organic. So it's mostly maybe I've got this song that is coming out. Before it comes out, maybe they'll send it to me. I'll listen to it and they'll tell me like, what can you create for this? Then I create something that goes with the song and stuff like that. And if there's a chance, we do shoots. Back then, when artists used to come a lot to Zuzu, we used to do like, when they come through, we'll chill, we'll do like a fashion film. I posted some of them on my YouTube.
All right.
Yeah, so we'll shoot like a small fashion film. We connect. Sometimes I'll even introduce them to like producers. For example, when Zani Chalet came through, we did a shoot. We made some clothes. Then we took it to the studio. Yeah, where I also contributed like to before like if you know Mercha, before he was like Mercha now. Yeah, so I facilitated for them to work together.
Wow.
Yeah, since I already have like a wide network and I'm always in these circles. People always send me songs and they're like, so I always know maybe there's this kid that is coming up, this one's coming up. So I also link them up, make music. So it's very organic.
How was that? How was it like getting the big one? Giving you that call. I don't know who was the first one to be like, okay.
Was it Tay Green? I think it was.
Tay was the first one.
I think it was Tay, yeah.
How was that like, and how did you make you feel?
It was very humbling. It was very humbling. Plus, I
want to understand the phone conversation. So it's like, yo, Base, what's up? And Base was like, who am I talking to? Yeah, here, Tay Green. Which Tay Green?
Are you serious?
Boy, don't call me. Don't call me.
Got it. They didn't call you again. Like, let's work.
But how was that like?
It was very humbling. One of those where you're like, okay, think we're doing something great here.
Yeah.
Then it's like, I've got this music coming up.
Yeah.
Let's work. Yeah, let's see what you got. So, and what I love about Tay is like he doesn't give a lot of instructions.
No, he's very humble. He allows you to be expressive, especially if he
Exactly.
thinks you're talented in some particular field,
Yes.
arts-wise.
Yes.
He lets you roll with your ideas.
And that's the best kind of artist to work with. The ones that don't overstep. Yeah, let you be you. Yes.
Have you ever been exposed to situations where perhaps you have created something and then looking at it from a distance after, whosoever, be it your client, has had it born and you second guess yourself, you're like, no, I wish I had something different.
Yeah, mostly that happens when the artist contributes too much towards it. If they don't let me be myself.
Now
I
you're
actually
scaring
don't
people.
take credit. When that happens, I don't take credit. I'll never post it, and that's your work.
But now you're scaring people.
I think when you're going to, for example, a fashion designer or an artist, or any creative in general,
Yeah.
you definitely already love what they do,
Yeah.
and you know what they do. Don't overstep. Let them be them. Let them create for you.
Yeah.
And just trust them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might not get it now, but at some point you get
eventually
it.
you're gonna get it.
Yeah. Just let them be them.
But going back or rewinding just a little bit from, getting back to your inspiration, you said you got lots of your inspiration when you were in SA, coming up with all these things. Now you're in Malawi, in Zuzu, to be more precise. What gives you the inspiration to still continue creating?
I think still the love for the arts and the progression, seeing how all the arts in general in Malawi are progressing now. It's a brilliant time to be in. We are like pioneers now, because most of the things that all the doors that we're opening now are doors which have never been opened before.
Yeah.
It's one of those, like, for example, just look at the surge in YouTube numbers in Malawi in music now. It never used to be like that. I mean, we're fighting with even global artists. are failing to crack 1 million in 1 week. You find someone like Jade who has cracked it.
Yeah.
So I think breaking those barriers and just progressing like that is very motivating to see the progress and the appreciation. You know, sometimes even like someone just saying you're really good at what you do, without even buying the stuff, it keeps us going. So things like those, the motivation to break doors and to be a pioneer in a field where a lot of people haven't done what we're doing now is very encouraging. Yeah.
Is there money though in the fashion industry?
It definitely is. Yeah, you just need to position yourself well.
Now you've spoken broadly. I want you to be more precise with what you have also done.
All right. So as we talked about networking as well.
Yeah.
I think I'll break it down in different aspects.
Thank you.
So networking. For example, I've networked well. So in those networking, I've found some people. For example, as I said, I do export. I don't know if I said it, but like I do export most.
We did talk about that on the sidelines. I was asking you why you were in Blanta.
Yeah. So I was following up some packages which need to be sent to Belgium. So I've networked with a few people. For example, you might meet, like what I was saying about, don't care about the likes. From the 10 likes, you might get 2 likes of very important people.
Yeah.
So I was approached by someone that is stocking clothes for a shop in Belgium. So they are starting like an artisan store. So they're collecting clothes for different artists across the world with like unique stories. So someone like a plug like that, they'll get maybe 150 pieces, maybe 50 pieces from time to time to stock them somewhere. So you need to network. So it didn't just start. We had been talking maybe for a year before
business started.
Before they told me that I've got this friend in Belgium who's stocking some clothes. I need to stock for them. So things like that. One, from the networking, you might meet people like those who stock your clothes. 2, how you position your brand as well. The way I position my brand, I positioned it like I would call it a victory brand.
Okay.
For example, it's not on the cheaper side. It might be expensive or costly. Not expensive, costly. Okay. So what happens is, for example, it's one of those which people will buy maybe after you've saved up. You say, let me save up some money and buy.
So that
that's a victory brand. Like I've got some money, I'm doing well now, let me get that one. It makes you feel good. When you put on, you're like, I saved up for this. Okay. And another way is like, I see that most of my clientele as well, they like to get it for like events. Maybe it's for a birthday.
Yeah.
The way it is positioned, you would want to buy it for someone. You get? So things like that as well. You know, people always budget for, like, for example, their weddings, they'll budget. For a birthday, you'll budget. Whether it's yours or it's for someone, you want to get it for someone, you always budget for those things. So it's not that hard to make a sale when people have budgeted for it. But if it's costly and it's just positioned in a way that it's not attached to any special event or stuff, people might not buy it as much. And also thirdly, positioning it in a way that, for example, these influencers, like you say, I work with a lot of celebrities. They do influence a lot. So if they see someone like maybe Physics Worried, it has a perception that that thing is cool. So there's a certain also clientele that comes from that. And there's also another clientele with the same way that I've said, how you position it. My brand is very artistic. So for those people that love arts, they're also like part of my clientele as well. So I think that just the positioning of the brand and knowing, being intentional with everything that you do with it is, for example, how I package my stuff when someone is buying it. It also, it can't come without like a gift bag. Sometimes it comes with a tag. It comes with maybe a letter that says welcome to the club. So you feel some type of way about it. You would want to buy again. So things like that. And
I still want to understand your philosophy around running a business and also being artistic around the same time. Like, what sort of, critical business conversations have you had with people that you feel like along the way kind of, benefited you in a way?
I think it might not be with people as such, but maybe research.
All right.
Yeah, so it's still with people, but research, maybe listening to a lot of maybe podcasts, interviews of people that I look up to. For example, people like Virgil Abloh, he died, but he used to be very intentional with his stuff as well. People
being
like,
intentional, being intentional.
People like Pharrell Williams. Yes, people like those, the Kanye West's. Yeah, so sometimes, the biggest inspiration might be people you've never met. Those kind of advice that you take from those people, of course you take it with a pinch of salt, because this is Malawi as well. So you have to contextualize whatever you listen to, because it might not always work in your context,
in your setup.
So I think a lot of research. A lot of people don't research, but for me, I think I've done a lot of research in what I do.
And challenges along the way, let's discuss them.
A lot of challenges. For example, the pricing of the clothes. It's not at the level that I would want to price it. I'm still finding a balance. For example, how I sell them when I'm selling outside the country and how I sell it here. When I'm selling here, it's almost like you're just doing it for the love, low key, because the kind of effort that goes into making the clothes, there's a lot of detail involved.
Now, right? I understand the type of effort that goes into it. You should also understand the type of effort that goes into people realizing that small change that they would have to part ways with just to acquire your product.
Exactly. So it's a sleepy stop. Exactly.
So to them, they may think they're giving you too little. But then when you're getting it, you're just like, oh my God,
because you look at the clientele as well here, and the buying power is not on the good side. So it's one of those where I think, and the funding as well. A lot of brands from, for example, when I was in South Africa, they work a lot with artists, including fashion designers and stuff. For example, here, when they say an artist, they only think musician. So I have a big problem with that. Yes, so with support from those, I think we can get somewhere, because there's a lot of things which we can do.
Okay.
Right?
We're going to get into it for the final segment of our conversation today. Base is still with us, and this is What's Up. Some music, please.
Ambuye musawa ononge jonde. Forgive these humans. Sati wachome akuchita. Ni antu chabe yawa. Muakululukire. Ndirindi hamsanga mbiri. Ndinawala kwira. Ndirindi hamsanga mbiri. Anandijimwira. But Lord, if I want your kingdom, I should learn to forgive other people. For you forgive those who forgive others. Forgive these humans. Sati wachome akuchita. Ni antu chabe yawa.
All right, people, we proceed giving you exactly what you deserve on your biggest radio station in the country. We're talking about Times Radio, and this is What's Up. I go by the name Yankho Seunda, entering the very last segment of our conversation today. Chilling with one Base from Zuzu, is a fashion designer and entrepreneur. Also, he has joined us in Blanta just to have this conversation. Oh my God, isn't it so interesting to have conversation with progressive young people, especially entrepreneurs? Because I do believe in sense, and sense stipulates that if you're so focused and so intentional about achieving something in life, the right way to go about it is taking the necessary step to get that done. You know how they say a journey of a mile begins with one step towards the right direction? Definitely. People have said just taking one step towards your destiny, but I always say towards the right direction.
Right direction, of course.
A lot of people go in the wrong direction, right?
You might be stepping, but the wrong direction. Pick the wrong way.
Has it ever felt that way to you sometimes, that you're taking the wrong direction?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. Sometimes because, for example, the creative side is not a problem to me, but the business side is very difficult to me. I've had to learn on the job.
Yeah, people. I've had people. I've engaged people into conversation talking about, okay, I know how to do this, and that, creatively speaking. But to get that into a business is all a different thing.
It's difficult.
Same thing that also does happen with perhaps musicians.
Yes.
I would kuyimba, but then they always need some sort of a manager to understand their trade, and they help them, shape them in a particular way. Have you ever felt that about your trade, that you gotta get an administrative person, someone who understands how to run a
along
business?
the way? As of now, I haven't yet. I just have a couple of assistants because I'm still setting the business side of it. But lately, I've been doing a lot of work on that, on the business side, like making sure like all the paperwork is done, like everything is in order, all the registrations are up to date, like you're very compliant, you pay your taxes and things like that. So I think that's where I would say I had like a mishap in sometimes you learn on the job, sometimes you learn the hard way. For example, when I started exporting, when you reach a certain threshold before you export, they tell you need this document from the Reserve Bank, you need this from the bank, you need this tax, you need that. So I'm like, wow, I never knew.
I didn't know that I have to go through all this.
Exactly. So I think that's where some of the mishaps are, but I'm doing quite well so far.
Surely Malawi, living in Malawi is quite challenging, but how is it like, faring as a young person, an entrepreneur, also a creative, trying to build your brand? How is that like?
I think it's very tough, but I would say you just need to diversify as well, because as you say, being in Malawi, it's tough. Business is not always rosy and stuff. So you need to diversify, do a lot of things, even outside of the creativity. Have something that you do as well. If you have to go get a job, and
Are you doing that with you?
Of course, yeah.
You're working somewhere?
Yes.
Where you are, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah. I work also at Nzuzu University.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
So So you need to be smart. Everything is not what it seems. Others, they are farming, they're doing this as well, they're doing music at the same time. You just see your friend has built a house, you think that's all they do, it's only money from the shows. So I think being in Malawi, that's what also I've learned. I had to learn it the hard way. It's not my choice, but at some point you realize that maybe you also need something else. Sometimes we get it from the corporate, then you invest into the arts until it's fully integrated into your life and it's very sustainable. So I would say that as well.
What sort of returns do you think you have realized from your business?
In terms of?
I don't know, financial returns. I mean,
It's very sustainable. It's sustainable to the point that the job is a plus, but it's not something that if I didn't have it, I wouldn't eat. Nah, it's very sustainable.
Still trying to be corporate with the response, right?
Exactly.
I thought the boy is gonna go. So I've bought several cars. I've managed to build a house. I've done this, but that is not really important at this point in time. But what's the bigger dream? I mean, looking ahead now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, where do you get to see yourself?
I think being stocked in maybe a couple of big cities, having shops in some of those. It doesn't have to be a lot of physical shops, maybe like 4 physical shops across the world, a lot of online sales, and maybe doing Paris Fashion Week. Yeah.
Oh, you dreamed that big?
Yeah,
Do
definitely.
you mind tagging along when we get to that time?
Definitely.
No,
You'll
that's
be
a lie.
Introducing me.
You'd have probably forgotten about me. After giving you a call, you'd be like,
did you book an appointment?
Yankho, which Yankho are you talking about? I don't think we have made do it. So you see yourself going as far as Paris?
Paris Fashion Week, definitely.
You get, like, you have very beautiful dreams. Sometimes do you like sit down with young people trying to have them inspired?
A lot. I inspire them a lot. Yeah. I get a lot of followers that get inspired. And recently, I've also been getting a lot of requests from people in colleges. I think there's an influx of like these creative courses now. For example, at UNIMA, I think there's a fashion design course now. So most of them will hit me up. Maybe they're writing an essay, a dissertation, so they want to reference me. So I get that a lot. So I see that, okay, the message is getting across. Even other Malawians or other Africans that are doing school abroad, like recently I got also hit up by someone who's in Japan. He's a Malawian. He's doing a master's. It's got something to do with fashion as well. Also hit me up. They're writing a proposal and stuff. I'm like, okay, the message is getting there and people are getting inspired. And also, I was part of a project called Zanchito Project. I was looped along by Plan Malawi. So we had to go through in several secondary schools just to inspire the young ones in that they can also pursue non-vocational or vocational training outside of the formal doctor, lawyer kind of. So we did a lot of those as well. Of course, the project is still ongoing.
Beautiful. Before we wrap up this conversation, I wanted us to talk about the power of saying no. Like, have you done that a lot in your life, saying no to people?
I'll lie to you if I say I've done that a lot. It has actually gotten me in trouble. I'm still trying to find a way of saying no a lot.
Let's talk about that and how it compromises your work also.
Yeah, it does compromise my work. But I think one example that I would have is like when was that? Maybe 2017?
Yeah.
I was hit up by, I'm not mentioning the name, but one of these artists.
Okay.
They said, can I get some shares into the brand? I think they offered me about 200,000. It was like in 2017. I'm thinking about it now. If I said yes, I'd probably regret it because
Yeah.
200,000.
It just did not make sense around that time.
Yeah, so I'm like, no.
You had a bigger dream.
No, yeah. So I think no helped me that time.
Okay.
Because I made the great decision. But other times I don't say no, and it puts a lot of pressure on me. For example, I've got an event in 2 days. Can you make something for me? And sometimes it doesn't always come out as beautiful as I would have loved if I took my time.
And why do you still proceed to say yes?
I think I have a problem with saying no. I'm just like, okay, let's do it. For example, a lot of artists, they always work under pressure. This is so funny to me. They always work under pressure.
I thought I was the only person who had come to such type of a realization. It seems like most of them, like they have had it planned. It's just that when it comes to implementation, they just want to haste some individuals.
Exactly. They always forget who they're going to work with. I have a music video tomorrow. Okay.
I don't think that is going to work, bro. Try it. Just try it. Like, for example, in my case, the time that I told you, could I need you for an interview? Could have just simply said, no, I'm unavailable.
Exactly.
Because you see what has happened. Instead of me consuming like an hour of your time, you've ended up spending over an hour, 2 hours or 3 hours, I think, because we're also struggling with our equipment.
Yeah.
So you should have said no to me.
No.
Now, finally, as we're wrapping up this conversation, what type of message are you going to leave out to, young ones out there listening to us right now?
All right, I think don't ignore your intuition. Yeah, pay attention to what you're good at, and make sure that you nurture it and stick to it, and just stay passionate and stay hungry. Okay. Never ever feel like you've made it. Yeah, because it slows you down. Yeah. At some point, maybe you win an award. You feel like this is it. You never know that there's a bigger award. There's bigger moves to be made. And so I've always thought about that, because sometimes, for example, the day that I got maybe my first radio interview, I would think I've made it and that's it.
Yeah.
I find out that you get an interview with a bigger station, bigger dreams and bigger shows that you can do. So never ever feel content.
All right.
And stay hungry.
What are your socials?
At Kris BASE. KRISBASE.
Okay.
BASE. Yeah.
TikTok, Twitter.
TikTok
Facebook.
is Kris BASE official.
Okay.
And all the others is Kris BASE.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If you're not working, or when you're not working, what do you love to do?
I think listening to music.
What's your kind of music?
Very diverse.
Okay.
But my favorite music is soulful house, like the Kelvin Momos and the like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, soulful house.
Oh, all right. Like soiree Sunday type of music.
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
All right. All right. I don't have that type of music. Unfortunately, I don't have that type of music.
Next time.
And I'm not intending on having it.
But this is still soulful, so
yeah,
the music you're playing is soulful.
Okay.
So we don't have the house part, we have the soulful part. So it's still fine.
Kris, thank you very much for coming through such an insightful conversation that I've had with you.
Great.
I don't take your comment for granted, and I'm wishing you the very best in everything that you get to do, lay your hands on.
Thank you
keep
so
on
much.
building, my brother, and keep on inspiring young ones.
Thank you so much.
All right, the sign name again?
Ngalu.
Ngalu.
Yeah.
Okay, Christopher Ngalu, the owner of the brand BASE. Thank you so much. There you have it, young people. You have heard it from the main man himself talking about his business. And I'm hoping that you have grabbed a thing or two, something that will keep you inspired, and also something that you would have learned from, and, push yourself to build more as an entrepreneur. Get to do more, get out, get to connect, and be so intentional with everything that you get to do. My name is Yankho Seunda. Until next time, adios.
Ndeka ndeka, he called me tango deka. He told me ti mwana ukagwile nchito. Oh ndeka ndeka, he told me tango deka. Ines mlegeleza. I'll go, go, go. When I want go, when I want go Gandhi to my. When I want Asiye utenga. Ako bado ako koda. Open your heart, akulandira. Then your heart will be heartless. But it's ikoero. Diro komaero, malo ako alimo. Anakuponsera date. Ikoero. Diro komaero, malo ako alimo. Asiye utenga. Go, go. Go, go. Go Gandhi Duma. Asiye utenga.